We absolutely love what we do. If you like what we do, why not buy us a coffee? Just follow the link in the description below.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, strap yourselves in. It's time for your Tilton Talk Show.
Everyone, it's Monday night and welcome once again to the Tilton Talk Show, sponsored by AMG Logistics with myself, Paul Hipkiss, all the way over in the States, Mr. Mark Meredith.
Good evening all.
Mr. Road Mark Adams.
Good evening, everybody.
The one and only Claire Wielder.
Good evening.
Mr. Fixer Craig Courtney.
Good evening, everyone.
The Chairman Alan Watson.
Hi, everybody.
And last but not least, the main man, Mr. Chris Brown.
American accent and
that's awful.
I thought it was supposed to be Richard.
No, I think it's right. Start the show with this tonight. Some terrible news broke earlier today regarding one of my favourite ever England players' son. Unfortunately, Stuart Pearce has lost his son, Harley. I think it was an accident in a track, probably.
Awful, isn't it?
21 years of age, so tragic, and it's only right for us to send our best wishes and love to Stuart Pearce and all his family during this really sad time.
Yeah.
And,
just awful.
Oh.
Terrible. Okay, so how do we follow that? Everyone knows, obviously, our regular viewers and everyone here knows I hate losing. And it doesn't matter how we lose, I always hate losing. I'd always rather play badly and win, which we have done at times over the years. But I thought Saturday was... to be honest, we were let down by our number 6, weren't we? Absolutely stupid what he did again, to get sent off again it's got to be the worst start to a Blues career in history, hasn't it? 4 appearances, 2 red cards and an own goal. Has anyone ever started their Blues career worse than that?
Isn't it 2 own goals?
Did he score an own? Did it come off him at Wrexham as well?
I think I'm pretty certain it's 2 own goals and 2 red.
It was only 1 on X, so I changed it.
I thought it was 2 and 2.
Yeah, okay. I did as well.
Right, okay. So, Al, have we had a worse start to a Blues career in your life than that?
I'm struggling. I can think of 1 or 2 players that didn't start very well but didn't last very long, and this bloke's lasted too long. When I was 15 years of age, my old man said to me, you can get booked for kicking people and doing this and that, but never, ever get sent off for calling and I nearly did once, and I remember his words were ringing in my ear, and the referee said, what did you say? I said, I never said anything, which was a lie, because I called him a lot of things.
Yeah.
But it is so fundamental to anybody who plays the game. Don't give the referee the opportunity to send you off for silly things like that. You know, you just shake your head and walk away. He did it twice in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, once he's been yellow carded, you bugger off and mind your own business.
Yeah, you're right.
It was absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking.
I mean, if he does play again, it can only get better for him. And I'll say the same for Cashin as well if he does come in. Because I'm getting the vibes that Chris Davies likes the left-footed centre-half next to Clara. He prefers Clara to the right with a left-footed centre-back. So that means that Cashin will come in tomorrow night. So we're all going to be covering our eyes.
Why won't Newman come in?
Because he's right-sided centre-half as well.
Well, I'd rather have two right-sided centre-halves that can play than two left-footed centre-halves who can't trap a bag of cement. I mean, I know what he tried to do, but it hasn't worked. So you've got to go back to where you started.
I totally agree. I'm not saying that's what I would do. I'm just saying that's what I think he will do.
Yeah.
I hope I'm right. I hope I'm totally wrong, and we've got Neumann and Clara lining up tomorrow night, because I think, for me, Neumann and Clara as a partnership at the start of the season, they look pretty solid. We weren't conceding silly goals off set pieces as much, because obviously we have more height from Neumann next to Clara than Robinson or Cashin. But let's wait and see. But yeah, I think, Claire, we looked okay, didn't we, going forward on Saturday, I thought. But again, it's just conceding silly goals again, isn't it? And we're the nemesis to our own downfall, aren't we, at the moment? And we, 5 points out of the last 21 is relegation form, let's be honest. So something's got to change. But for me, we're just too small as a team, and we're too weak. We're too easy to break down. We're getting out muscled a lot and out fought in the challenges. And I mean, as daft as this sounds, even someone like Ivan Sunic in that midfield, who's played for us recently in that position, would you put him ahead of who we've got there now just for pure strength?
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think a lot of the goals are mistakes. I thought actually going forward, I thought he played well. I thought the first half, I thought Keshi Anderson in the 10 was inspirational. I thought and do you know what I liked about him? Our normal number 10s literally stay right behind the striker. He was given a totally free role, and we were tacking down our right-hand side, which normally we tack down our left. Roberts was brilliant the whole game. He's got to be signing of the season at the moment. I agree with you. I think we missed that grit in the middle. And even when Paik made, I think, a really good sliding challenge, everyone got up. And you can feel like that's what the crowd wanted. Yeah. I think the problem is that we don't play a lot down the middle. My dad was talking to me about this the other day. And we're always playing down the wings. So we're so open down the middle. And actually, if you see how Hull played, they play through the middle. And I think something needs to change, because if Cashin turns up tomorrow, I might tell my mum to turn around, because I can't do this all again. But I don't get what's happening with Newman and Clara. I said it on BBC WM the other day. I said, someone's got to come out and tell the fans what's going on, because it's the one thing that we're asking for. Because I don't get it. At Stoke, okay, we lost the goal from a set piece. But that was because we've got this silly zonal marking thing going on. But otherwise, they were quite okay. And as a professional footballer, and now I've played left-sided centre-back being a right footer, you can play there. Yeah. So can we hug it out, Clara and Newman? Can we make up and just play for the team? Sheringham and Cole never got on, but they won Champions Leagues together. I don't get it. If it's disciplinary and something bad has happened, Newman should not be in that squad then, nor should Clara. No. But he sat on the bench. What is the point when you could have a youngster coming in, or I'm sure there's other people who are in the squad that should be playing. Now, Kyogo at the moment, his form is not very good. And I know a lot of people are calling, how is he better than Alfie May? To me, Gray doesn't do enough consistently. No. Stano did two things, which was the two goals really for me.
Important thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and I thought Leonard played well, but there's something missing. I'm not quite sure what it is, but there's just something missing. And I think the mistakes that we keep making is every single game. And at this level, you're going to get punished for it. The thing about Chris Davies is he was very, very bold. And I've got to admit, playing 4-3-2, he went for it. And I'd rather go for it with 10 men and lose 3-1 than just lose 2-1 and sit back and hope. And obviously, we were really, really open. But it was just one of those games. If we had had 11 on that pitch, I generally believe we would have won that game.
Yeah, 100%.
The second half he went for it, and I think Robinson needs to take a hard look at himself. He's come in as an experienced defender, and 2 sendings off and 1 or 2 own goals already in the season. Like, how is that showing experience when we need you, especially as now you're missing 4 games that are massive games coming up.
Yeah.
And this week, I mean, we've got 2 away games, and our away form is shocking. So let's hope.
I think anyone can score their own goal. I'm not going to sit here and say, he was stupid with those. He was just unlucky, I think, with both of those. But his 2 red cards were both avoidable. I mean, at Coventry, he missed time the challenge, which, again, anybody can do. But the one on Saturday was just ridiculous. Just keep your, like Alan said, keep your mouth shut. If you're on a yellow card, just don't get involved,
But they should have known, because that referee, right, called it halfway through the first half that there was going to be a red card in that game, because you could just tell by the way. I mean, first of all, he set the stall out early by giving the early yellow cards, and that then puts people on edge. We saw people backing out of challenges because of what had happened.
Yeah,
but I've got to say, I mean, Al, as an ex-referee, I mean, for me, it's totally inexcusable, first of all, to get a player mixed up when they've got numbers on the back of their shirts. You can blatantly see who committed a foul and then book a different player. And actually, that would have resulted in Hull being down to 10 men. Yeah. So it also shows how bad it is when the bookies, right, Paddy Power, paying out to people on how bad that referee was. So they actually paid out on people that had bets on 2 red cards in the game. That just shows you how poor things are. But how can they get it so wrong? I just don't get it.
Because they fast-track them too quickly. That's the problem. And then what happens is they're, they're in the Premier League and they make a mistake. They drop down to the Championship.
I think going back years now, like, when we've survived in this league, on the last day, on some occasions, the main thing that's kept us up is physicality. We've been a strong team and a solid team, hard to break down. We've had the likes of Djukovic up front, Davis and Clifton-Bald in midfield, Sunic in more recent years as well. Players like that get stuck in and, fight for the team, and we just haven't got that in this team. No. You're not gonna get anywhere in this division without any physicality in the team, and there's just none in the team.
Keshi's probably the only one.
Yeah, okay, Keshi and Clara. I'll say Clara as well.
Yeah.
But we just don't have enough. There's not enough of it.
We need, I tell you what, if there's been a ruckus, which is what all the rumours are. I mean, first of all, the rumours don't help because people are talking about it.
How true? Do we know how true this is?
No, but nobody knows. And
I just personally think he prefers a left-sided centre-back next to Clara.
I do. There's part of me that wants to think that that's the case. There's also part of me that says there's no smoke without fire. And the thing is, I am all in favour of players showing passion, right? And if they're on the training ground and somebody's gone in, horrible tackle, bit of a niggle, don't like it, get up, have a bit of a ruckus, over and done with, right? It shows the passion that's in the team. You don't bring that to the game. What you should actually do is transfer that aggression onto the field and show that, do you know what? Yeah, you may have had me in training, right? But look what I can do on the field, and put themselves front and centre and undroppable. We don't have that at the moment. And
you don't let it linger, do you?
No, and to go back on a point that was made earlier, what we're missing people and we're missing something in the grit in the team. One of the biggest things that we're missing, and to go back on Claire's point, Alfie May. What did Alfie May bring to the team? Apart from his goals, he also brought to the team a person that could fight for a position on the field. So when it came to Stansfield was at his best when Alfie May was pushing him in his position to make sure that he was going to start all the time. We actually don't have that at the moment, I don't believe, in our squad. Anywhere.
Good point.
Anywhere. And it shows the weakness of, unfortunately, I think we were caught out, and I think we have been caught with our pants down in terms of the recruitment in the window. It hasn't set the world alight. And perhaps there's just one little spark that's needed to kickstart everything.
There's still time.
We need it. There's still plenty of time. I mean, I'm not writing off the season. I'm half full glass person. You've got to be like that because let's face it, we're only 5 points off 6th place in the league. And this league is poor. There is nothing in me that is saying, but above Coventry, right? Coventry are on a bit of a run at the moment, but I still feel as though when they have a downturn, they'll have a downturn. I haven't seen anybody that's going to run away with this league this year.
Yeah, sorry, Craig. That's my biggest concern anyway, what I've just said about physicality. The likes of Leicester, Coventry, Hull on Saturday, Stoke away. They all have big lads in midfield, you know what I mean? That get amongst it, and we just don't have that. We've got a lot of technical.
We haven't got the bruiser.
We've got some good players on the ball. You know, we use the ball and we very rarely give it away because we're going square and backwards a lot. And on Saturday, I was actually pleased that we're not doing that as much now. We're getting further forward and we're getting Robert and Gray and Keshi in the game and Stano, you know, but it's just from a defensive point of view and from a, you know, literally one ball over the top. I mean, Beadle was lucky not to get sent off, wasn't he? When that ball goes over the top and he comes charging out of his goal and, you know, wipes him out. I'm thinking, oh God, he's going here. But luckily, I think it was just at the angle, wasn't it, that he was at, that he took the ball, that he wasn't going to get it in. So he survived that. But yeah, I think for me, that's the biggest thing that we're lacking. We just need, I mean, if I could bring one player back to put in there from the past, it would probably be Barry Ferguson or Mike. You know, it'd be too good to play. It'd be too good to play, though, wouldn't it? Probably Martin O'Connor, somebody like that. You know what I mean? That can get in there and get amongst it. Mark Meredith, what do you think, mate?
Yeah, no, I agree with everything that you guys have said. I think it's we certainly need some aggression in there. I actually thought at the start of the season, Newman and Clara were bringing that a little bit, to be honest.
Well, yeah.
You know, we had that conversation before about how solid our two centre-backs were. And so, you know, hopefully, and again, we don't know any of the rumours, and I agree with Craig, rumours make everything worse because everybody's speculating on different things, but it'll prove tomorrow, won't it? Everybody sits and goes, Newman's got to play tomorrow. You've tried Cashin, you've tried Robinson, you've done all that. He's got to come back in. So you'll know something's happened tomorrow when the team sheet comes out. I think.
Iwata centre off tomorrow night.
Probably. Or Beadle might play there, and he might.
You're putting me off here. I've got to go
I'd go 3 at the back, incidentally, tomorrow night.
Yeah,
I thought we played really well with 3 at the back when we were down to 10 men. I think he was crying out for that at half time.
Yeah, but they attacked us with 4 and 5 with our 3 at the back. That was a problem.
Yeah. Sorry, Mark, you carry on.
No, I think again, I think you know, I'm with Craig a little bit on the game. I think it could have been another day. It would have been 11 men. We may have won the game. If you look back at it, you know, the referee's not helped it. I'm not making excuses here because we shot ourselves in the foot with defensive mistakes. I wouldn't put the own goal on Robinson too much.
No, it's
you know, it's one of those things. I think the red card, obviously, you do. He needs to keep his mouth closed. The Coventry won him a little bit. You know, I thought he may have had to give the foul at Coventry just because we lost the ball. Clara lost the ball in midfield, and it was a one-on-one if he didn't. So again, not that I'm excusing it, but I think it's a little bit different than just swearing at the ref.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, when you look at it and you go, the referees let that tackle on Roberts go, which was disgusting. That started the fight. That fight then starts the massive amounts of stoppage time that Hull scored their second goal in. You know, Beadle misses a header on the line. I know he's a goalkeeper, but man, he's if that goes in, it's 2-2. That may change it a little bit there as well. And just so there was different parts of the game that could have changed it, but overall, you know, it's a 5 points out of 21 now. It's you know, we're only 5 points off the playoffs, but we're only 5 points off the relegation zone as well. So it's real like mixed thoughts right now in regards to we've got to get better. We've got to get better results. And I agree with you, Paul. Even if we don't play very well and we sneak a 1-0 tomorrow at Preston, then take the 3 points when you can, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, he just needs to sit back and look at it. And I think he will bring Newman in. I think he knows. I think he's getting to the stage now where he's not got much choice. And if they have had a fight, then good for them. I think I'm just totally with Craig on it. The passion at the training, I guarantee you. And I was involved at the training grounds a lot over the years. There's probably fights every day with players.
Yeah.
It's just it's part and parcel of what the game is.
Yeah.
So if that's Clara's problem, then I'd be honestly dropping Clara and playing Newman
Yeah.
Because I think that shows that he's not a team player if he's going to have a massive problem over a little scrap that was on the training field. But again, we don't know, so it's not worth speculating. But hopefully he'll bring him back in. And I don't know. 2 away games scare me just because our away form's not very good. But hopefully they can change that around.
Some interesting early comments coming in. Mick Greaves, Newman played right back last season, so maybe Newman right back, Clara Cashin and Cochrane as a back four. I want to talk about Cochrane in a minute. Paken Iwata, which I disagree with. I would like to see Leonard and Doyle as the 2 sixes. That'd be my choice tomorrow night.
I don't think Iwata's good enough for a 6 at this level. I think he's moving that, and I think we struggle anyway. Physicality. I think Iwata cannot play with Pake.
Yeah, Roberts, Doyle, and Anderson. So he's got Doyle in the 10. And obviously Keshi up front. And this is an interesting one. Allsop back in goal, which I agree with. I think Allsop is better than Beadle. That's my opinion as well. What do we think?
I thought he made some good saves on Saturday.
No, I'm not saying he had a bad game. He did make some good saves, but I just
he
think
does make you a little bit wary though. But then Allsop wasn't on form, so I thought that. But obviously, is he happy with the defence? Are the defence happy with him? Have they had enough time to gel? Does he know? It's that having time to be able to gel. Now, obviously, we're 10 games in, and we did say, where would we be 10 games is quite a good, being able to see where we are. And we are at our favourite place, which is 17th. So some things never change.
Absolutely. It did. Sorry, Rob. I just think for the way we play, Allsop suits us better because his distribution's so much better than Beadle's. I think he would have saved, in hindsight, he probably would have saved the shots that Beadle saved as well. I don't think he particularly dropped any howlers as such. He just pushed a couple back out in front of him when he should have pushed it wide. But that's just my opinion. I'd put Allsop back in as well tomorrow. So I agree with Mick there.
Yeah, and I just think though on the right back situation, it's not a Newman one. I think if Samuel's now back fit and he was on the bench on Saturday, then he's the one to take over a Waters position.
Yeah.
And I look at Stansted. I know we talked about this 2 weeks ago, but he's got 2 right backs on the bench on Saturday, and he's still got a Water playing there. And there's not that Waters done a real bad job there. Like I'm not calling him out on anything, but that's not his position. When you got 2 right backs sitting on the bench.
Yeah,
and you get away with it Saturday because maybe he wasn't fully fit. But I think by the time they play this week, he should be ready to go again, hopefully.
Obviously, people are talking about, Ben Davies and Alfie May and that, but you've got to realise the difference in the level as well. Have a think about that as well. I'm not saying Kyogo is the answer or anything, but, Alfie May, he's never played at this level, has he? Which is hard to believe, but I think he definitely deserved the chance from what he did for us last season. But obviously, Davies went for Kyogo instead and let him go. And also Cochrane as well, I think he's a prime example of the difference in the level, isn't he, as well? I like Cochrane. I think he's a good player, but, he's getting found out quite a bit, isn't he, from time to time in this division. Stoke away and Saturday in particular. So, we just need to be a bit more consistent defensively and try and find a solid foundation from somewhere if we can and be stronger.
There's a lot of people on the message board saying how much we're missing Laird. And you know what? It's so true because he seemed to bring us the balance of both attacking prowess, but also his defensive positioning was superb. There's quite a few that are passing comments as well around the fact that in terms of it, when you look at the goalkeeping side of it, Allsop's kicking gives us something else. I think totally agree with.
Yeah.
Whereas others have said, actually, you've got to give the youngster a chance because he's not, first of all, he's not England under-21's goalkeeper for no reason. He made some great saves on Saturday. And, hey, a goalkeeper really is only as good as the defence that's in front of them. And when you've got a defence making mistakes, it's going to put more pressure on the goalkeeper than ever. And that's when you tend to see the howlers. It'll just be really, really interesting. But I agree, and as do there's loads of people as well, by the way. Doyle has to start, is what people are saying.
Yeah.
There's also a couple saying, Kyogo, do we think he will go and score? And do we think when he scores, he'll go on a run?
If he's in the team, yeah.
Yeah, I still think there's no think. There are goals in him.
Again,
he's trying too hard.
I'm going back to physicality again, Craig. Though he's so small and his movement is great and that, but you've got to be strong, ain't you? You know what I mean?
I think that's where we made the mistake in the recruitment window, wasn't it? Was not getting somebody to take over. I know they got the Ducks guy and he's injured, but somebody there to do that number 9 role, big physical. You know, looking at the league, probably like the boy that plays with Hull now and McBurney and people like that. Just people, you know, and you know Jeff Horsfield, like back in the day, just someone that puts himself about a little bit. And I think. Yeah, but as fans, I don't think we help it ourselves as fans either. I'm going back to what Paul said now about May and Kyogo. At the start of the season, when Kyogo came in and May left, I thought it was a real good upgrade for us. Now you sit here and go, you know what? Maybe May should have been the person. So I think we've got too big expectations for the team as it is. We all go into the season going, you know what? We're going to get to we're going to go back-to-back promotions. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And we're not at that quality just yet. I think I don't think it helps with what the owners have done. I'm not blaming the owners. The owners have done a fantastic job, but I think the pressure and everything that's been brought to the club with the documentaries and everything else that we've got and the Birmingham on the rise slogans, it's not there just yet. It isn't. And I think if you can get, even if you're in the top half of the table this year and then build from there, I think it's a success for us.
We just need a reflection on the field of the club off the field, don't we?
Yeah, 100%.
That's what we need, and I'm sure we'll get there. I do think we'll get there with these owners eventually, but it's just going to take a bit of time, isn't it? We've got a manager that's learning on the job at this level. We've got players in the team that have never played at this level. So, you know, this season we might just have to accept that it's a bit of a learning process, and then, you know, if we can have like a mid-table finish or something like that, you know, we're not in a relegation fight, for God's sake. Again,
take mid-table mediocrity any time now. You know, because I think it's about stability. It's about building. You know, Ipswich are a good example of teams that do back-to-back, which is fantastic for them. But when they go into the Premier League, they were then nowhere near ready.
Yeah.
Despite, you know, the players they brought in and the money they spent, they were not ready. And as a fan, I want to be back up there. I want to be up there with the big boys. I want to be playing the Man U's, the Chelseas, the Man Cities, the Liverpools. Everybody does. Right? We all want the local derby across them, the other side of the city. But what I don't want to do is play those teams and be in a position where we're just going to be absolutely spanked week in, week out. Yeah. And the way things are at the moment, we would be if we went up. You know, fair to say, I think if we were promoted, we'd have to probably buy a full squad.
I think that's the problem, though, because when we went down to League One, they were like, we're buying ready for the Championship.
Yeah.
We then have gone up, and then they were like, we're buying for the Premier League. Now, to me, we didn't spend enough. I thought that we got a lot of people that Davis has worked with before, and I don't know whether that's worked. A lot of people are asking, right, if he's not playing certain players, are those the players that Davis chose, or are they Gardner players? Was Robinson we need a centre-back, Billick's left, do we need somebody? Because we were all saying we need a Duke replacement, we need a left-back. We all knew exactly what we needed, but we never got a left-back. We never got a Duke replacement. I mean, you watch Palace, you watch Hull, you watch Man City, all of them, Mateta, Haaland, they're big, strong guys who've got a little bit of pace about them, a bit like a Cameron Jerome, Che Adamsy type. That's what we needed. And then we got Kyogo. It didn't, I don't know, it just didn't seem to fit. And it's great getting 12 players, but has he got too many players to keep happy now? Because we haven't had the same team. I can't tell you, have we had the same team?
I don't think we've had a game where we've had, well, I don't think we've had a game yet where we haven't made changes.
It shouldn't help.
He hasn't picked the same back four in one league game yet, has he? I think I heard that somewhere earlier. Is that right?
It was.
I don't think he has generally. I think he's changed it every game.
It's been changed every game. So
that's been a lot with injuries and suspensions with the fullbacks and whatever. We've had a lot of issues defensively, I think.
I mean, going back to the point on your striker, Claire, I mean, Patrick Bamford's still sitting at home.
But this is what I mean. Like, we have got a free space.
Yeah.
Now, I get that, you know, we're waiting for, you know, Wright to come in. But he's right. We've got loads of midfielders. we need that sort of striker. Can't we get him in on a 6-month contract or on a few-month contract or something like that till January and see how he gets on? I don't know. I'm sure that there's lots of people at home.
Yeah.
Not, I know that he'll need a little bit of time, but I don't know. You get rid of Bilic and then you get Robinson, you get rid of Davis and you get cash in. And I'm happy with the window that we had, but I don't know if it was the best window we could have had. Were we at the 3-year point? Are we at the 3-year financial fair play? Is that why we couldn't spend loads?
There's
and does it restart next year?
There'll be the restart, but also obviously the revenue that's brought in is always 12 months behind. So, we've got to think about the fact. I know we were in a promotion season last year, but actually revenue is already going to be up. They've already quoted that, and no doubt more around that will come out as time goes by as well. Because I just can't help but think we haven't finished in terms of sponsorship deals, and there's something big in the offing. There were people walking around with Tom when he was there the other week. They were, let's just say, they weren't just normal businessmen. Whoever they were, and nobody asked, but whoever they were, you could tell were on the wealthy side and were there walking around with the chairman, getting involved with the fans. There's something still in the offing, but that doesn't help us on the field now. What we actually need is players just to step up and dare we say, go back to basics. I'll take a horrible 0-0 draw tomorrow night to steady the ship.
We finished 9th in the Premier League under Alex McLeish, and how many 1-0s did we have? How many ugly 1-0s did we have? We were so hard to score again. We were so hard to score against, and we had Cameron Jerome popping up now and again, didn't we? And Benitez, God bless him, up front with him, and you know what I mean? I know this is a different level again, but I'm just saying that if you can find a foundation to be hard to score against, then you can always nick one. You know what I mean? And you can always get a 1-0. We did it under Bruce.
What's what I felt crazy? I felt crazy that for me, Keshi Anderson's probably been our best player when he's been in the team. And he was one that we got on a short-term deal, and everybody said, seriously. Yeah. And again, he's for me, we missed him when he's not in the team, and he's the most consistent performer when he's in it.
Yeah,
I really like him in any position he plays. I think he does a great job.
Yeah,
I really do. Play him centre back tomorrow.
I'd love to see Saturday star of the day. If we could have put him on the pitch behind Stano.
Is that Hughes?
Brian Hughes looking well, isn't he? And what a player he was. It was great to see him, wasn't it, out there at half time?
He'd be a dream number 10 now.
Did he come and be our coach? Because he was actually a good player, mate. Again, is it that Davis needs a little bit of help behind the scenes? Is it we need someone above him, like technical director? Is it that we need a coaching that was a decent player? And because at the moment, defensively and set pieces, that's where we're lacking. So we might need to change that area of our coaching staff, because it's the same thing. If it's not working, if any other job you weren't doing it, you would need some help or some experience. I'd love to have an attacking coach. We've said this on here before, haven't we? Yeah. Or we need an all-rounder that has been there and done that. And I just think, they kept saying to us, we want world-class this and world-class that. Is our coaching staff, are they world-class? Are they the best that Davis could have as well?
Well, I mean, our delivery as well was awful on Saturday. I mean, I was dying for Iwata to whip a ball in, but it just floated in like a balloon every time.
Yeah. Sorry, Rob. I was just coming to you, mate.
No, sorry.
No, we try and forget him.
It's Rob on tonight. I thought it was his name.
I'm here.
I thought he was on mute.
No, I'm here. I'm taking it all in.
Can't quite make you out.
I think summarising what's been said for the last 20 minutes, our recruitment has not been good enough. We've signed nobody who is, well, I'll rephrase that. We've only signed one or two people, shall we say, that were better than the people we had last year. Forgetting about the difference in division, but we just haven't improved the side. And in some areas, namely centre of defence, it's made it 10 times worse. We've got, as I said last week, there's 4 blokes that we've got rid of that are better than those 2. And we can talk about the levels, but Davies is playing in the same level as us.
Yeah.
He's not playing, though, is he?
Well, he apparently he hasn't played the last couple of games, but he was playing. I watched him on telly, and they won. I can't remember who they beat now, but some beat somebody 1-0. Now, but he's just one example. You know, the right back is all right, but he's not a Lang, and he's not even a Stansted in my opinion. But there we go. We've signed him. We're talking about, we had the 2 best midfield. You know, they both got in the team of the year, one player of the year, and now suddenly we're saying this bloke should go instead of them. This bloke should go together, but they don't. I know that. I mean, what's his name's a good example. The midfielder from Wolves, quick tell me, Doyle. Yeah, I can see what people see in him. But he doesn't come on. He hasn't yet come on and exploded. You know, done something that's wow. This bloke's great. Now, perhaps he does need a full game, but he's had a full game and he got took off after an hour.
I know. It was our best player.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
And the centre forward, we say, we could do with him back because he's big. He never played in that position in his life before. He was a sort of more expensive Dykes. He plays a sort of number 10 and he takes free kicks. And then Kyogo, he scores all his goals from 8 yards and we never put the ball there.
No.
We've got nobody feeding him.
No good pumping up him and Stansfield, and that's what we were doing on Saturday as well.
Yeah.
Go on, Robe. Sorry, mate.
No, I was going to say, it's like I say, it's being in a time warp on Saturday. It's like going back 2 years. I mean, all the investment, and we've still got no disrespect to Dykes. We're like, I hope he brings Dykes on. You know what I mean? It's like for the investment we've had, you expect to see it on the pitch, but it's just you would not think we've invested like we have.
No. Well, let's hope that we get everyone fit very soon, and then we can start to see our metal. You know, if we put Dukes in behind Stansfield, maybe, and then you got Robert Bright and Gray on the left. That's hopefully decent. Then, I haven't got a problem with that. But it's then when you go further back, you got Clara. Clara's going to be an ever present. But obviously Cochrane hopefully can, learn as he plays in this level more and get better.
It's not always around pace. This division and even the Premier League, you can have your paciest strikers in the world, but if you can have people that can read the game, and as a defender, you'll never get past them. And the biggest example of that is Steve Bruce.
Yeah.
Kenny Cunningham.
Yeah.
They knew how to read. They knew what was coming. Yeah. And I think Cochrane's probably in that kind of space. If he can read that ball a little bit earlier, then he's not going to have to go and try and sprint back after people. But also, I've got to say, the people in front of him have got to give him some support as well, because there were times when he was bombing forwards, trying to get an attack on the go, but then had no support behind him whatsoever, which we did see when Laird was in the team, and we was always a swap over. When we started the season, we had wingers that would swap within the defensive positions, cover each other when it came to the overlap. We're not seeing that at the moment. And that's why I say go back to basics, play to people's strengths. And as much as people hate it, tomorrow night, play 4-4-2.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Put people in their natural positions, make it hard to get through us. And if we sneak it, like you say, Paul, we sneak one. But if we don't, I'll take a dirty 0-0.
Yeah.
I don't think he would change. I can't see him.
I think he's
changing
incapable.
It. I can't see him changing it.
No,
I don't think he'll radically change it. But having said that, I mean, a lot of people were panicking, like, it's bottom 3 and all that. I don't think we'll go down. I really don't. But I think we will potentially be bottom 8. Hey?
We said this all season when we last went down.
Yeah.
Well,
we've been saying that Kyogo's going to score loads. We've been saying that we're going to nick a win. We're going to
say. Are you going tomorrow, Ro?
No.
That's all right. We're going to win, ladies and gents. We've heard it here first. Robe's not going. I think
Craig, going back to your comment about basics, their second goal on Saturday That is basics. You know, Cochrane's got to get out to the guy who's crossing the ball in a lot quicker. He was ball.
Gray needs to cover as well.
He does.
Cochrane had 2-on-1.
Yeah,
so the wingers need to come back and support as well.
The main focus as a defender is the guy who's got the ball, surely, yeah. So
if you've got two and you've got the bloke on the ball and then the other one's coming past you and you've got 2 against 1, and you've got your left winger nowhere to be seen, it's really difficult because you're trying to think, right, if he goes there. So I do get it. Like, I mean, Cochrane didn't have the best game, but your wingers do need to start coming back.
Yeah, they've got to track back as well. But in this formation, though, they're higher up the pitch than in a 4-4-2, aren't they? Obviously, you're playing wingers. Obviously, they've got to bomb all the way back. It's like playing, when you play wing back, I suppose, isn't it? You've got a little more ground to make up, but also the free header as well was just, nobody marking or picking up the guy who heads the ball in the back of the net. This is basics.
It's the basics that are killing us. Yeah. We have not had go back over the games, right? Have we actually had a world-beating goal scored against us?
Just trying to think.
No, a lot of them have been mistakes.
Yeah, they've been mistakes or really simple goals. The
only good finish was probably the first one at Leicester away with his left peg.
That was
fake, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that was because people were backing off him.
We've backed off and we created our own downfall at that particular point in time. You know what I mean? It's again, it comes down to that concentration level and everything else. And I think the chopping and changing of a team, when there's that much going on, which is through injuries, is through suspensions, it doesn't help because what you're doing in the training ground might not happen. I mean, look at Dush the other week at Cov. He was starting the game. He was going to be out there. The team was set up to be around him. And what happened? He gets injured. Yeah. And as soon as he's injured, you're then thinking, okay, what's going to happen next? And actually, we couldn't play the way that we want to. I'm fearful for Davies from a point of view that it's not that I don't think he can do it. I think he can get us out of this, and I think he can turn things around. I think he's more than capable of doing that. The problem is the tide is turning, and people are already on his back. And it only takes a few of those to be heard by the board for them to then to start thinking about, do we need to make a change? Now, I believe the board have hopefully learned from what they did before, and I just want the fans to actually back the players when they're out on the field. I've heard so many comments from Saturday around the fact that when there were certain things, when we were going for it, right, the fans were behind them. But for the rest of the game, it was really quiet. And I can't...
Craig, to be honest, Craig, I think the atmosphere was terrible on Saturday from the work day. I think even before kickoff, it was so quiet.
As fans, we've got to back them. We might not the players.
I don't get it. It was dead.
Yeah, we might hate the football that's being played, but tell you what, when somebody puts a foot in, we get behind them. How many times do we say it? Player goes through somebody else, hey, come on, get into him and everything else. Right, then he goes silent. Now, you've got pockets of fans that try and get the atmosphere going. But you know what? We're too quiet. I have to go back to, and the chairman, right? The chairman, did he need to make his little speech at Wrexham? No, but was he right? Yeah.
You want about Alan?
The thing at Wrexham, though, Craig, is that we were really poor the first half.
Yes.
And I'm not being funny, but their fans with the drum are so close to you that literally you can't hear yourself think.
Yeah.
I do generally think that there was a little bit of atmosphere on Saturday. Is it as much as when we played Newcastle and Wrexham last season? No. However, sometimes we need, like I thought first half, because we were on top and we were attacking, I actually thought that it was quite good. I think when Robinson got sent off and we went 2-1 down as well is when it turns. So I do think there is some atmosphere. But this is the thing. If you are getting people who are going who haven't been a lot.
Yeah.
And this is where we are slightly going. They say Man City and they say all these other, like even Liverpool was quiet yesterday when they were You know what I mean?
You're only
Man U, but
yeah.
I do think though we do have a good atmosphere. I just think that we're very much of a club that needs something, and we've been there for all the rubbish. But I don't know why Wagner did that, because to be fair, he didn't actually make people sang at Wrexham more, because the second half we scored early and we played really well, and he bought the beers, so everyone was happy, weren't they? Had a beer down him.
I bought his bloody hat and all and wore it for the first time.
Take that back. Hey, can I do a positive now, because it's been a doom show so far. 14 years ago today, Bruges away.
Yes.
That was one night, wasn't it? I was actually in the stands that night, and it was unbelievable. Never forgotten that.
Same here, and it popped up on my time frame on Facebook this morning with the pictures, and it was just like
Chris Woods.
How time flies, and but do you know what though? That team was a bunch of players that fought for absolutely everything.
Bunch of freebies, wasn't it?
You've turned it into a quiz, Craig. Tell me the team. What's the 11 that started that game?
I know Murphy scored the equaliser, didn't he, David?
Yeah, Murphy scored, yeah.
Was it Myhill in goal or Doyle?
I think.
Can we get the team? Could someone get the team? Who's going to be the quiz master? That's usually you.
Marlon King was up front, wasn't he?
King Wood.
Yeah.
Was
King and Woods. You had Wade Elliott.
Yeah.
We had a Spanish centre half who nearly died on the pitch.
Ibanez.
Yeah.
Ibanez.
And that was when Garoin and Dore was crying, weren't it?
Yeah.
So he was in the team.
Yeah.
David Murphy, possibly left back.
He scored, yeah.
Ibanez.
Have you said Chris? Yeah. Chris, whatever his name.
Curtis Davies. Was Curtis Davies?
Curtis Davies.
The right back. What was his name? The Scotsman. Scored the wonder goal at Bolton.
Cadiz.
Cadiz. Or Cadiz.
Okay, I can tell you the team here. I've got it. Myhill in goal.
I'm going Spectre right back.
Richwell played right back, I think.
Did he?
Ibanez. Spectre played as well, so maybe did they play five at the back? Unless Murphy played in midfield. It was Myhill was in goal. Murphy, Caldwell, Ibanez, Ridgewell, Spectre, Burke, Endai, Elliott, Fahy, and Rooney, and Marlon King, Nikola Zigic, and then Woods came. King and Woods came on. Wood and King came on for Zigic, and Rooney started the game.
No wonder we won. We started with about 14 players then.
Had 20 players, hadn't you?
And you know what?
The two subs. We had two subs, and they were King and Wood for Rooney and Zigic.
Yeah. Do you know what happened 3 years later on exactly the same date?
What?
23rd, 2014.
14. Yeah.
I got my buttons.
I'm going to go for Gary Rout was employed. Or Lee Clark was sacked. One of the two.
Lee Clark was sacked. Yeah.
I've got to get to this point from Warren Starling from earlier. You have to question the recruitment when you look at the team on Saturday. We had more signings on the bench and more of last season's squad on the pitch. It's a good point. That is
true.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
absolutely because the players on the pitch are better than the ones on the bench.
Yeah. So anyway, sorry. That
makes our team slightly less strong than it was 12 months ago.
Yeah. We got any other good comments coming in, Chris? Good evening to everyone.
Well, some of you will know about the scarf being pinched. I'm not too sure whether it's been returned yet, but Blue Shadow on YouTube's asking.
They need to do that. They need to try and sort that out if they can.
Whoever's got that scarf needs to just give it back.
Yeah, please just
see the guy that see the guy that dropped his pants as well. He needs to get a ban as well.
Yeah, robe.
That was your stand, robe.
It was near you, Robe. I did question.
I thought it was Robe to start with, but
yeah.
Can
I just say?
All joking aside, though, there's kids and everything there, man. He's just got to be banned for it, and he got to.
The scarf side of it, right? I tell you what, if a person has stolen it and they're that desperate for a scarf, hand back the one you've got, and I'll buy you a bloody scarf at the next game. You know what I mean? It's simple.
I've got a scarf that I've had for 30 years. If I'd lost that scarf, I would have been heartbroken. So just give it back.
We got a scarf burglar on. We got a scarf robber on this show, though, haven't we?
We have. It's a good point. That is. Yeah.
You don't know the sentimental value behind it as well. You know who bought it for the guy.
Well, that was if you look at it, it was the Bo Brummie Club, which was the old Junior Blues 30 years ago. So that was when we were growing up. So you'd have got that. I think I had one. You get it as being a member of the Bo Brummie Club. So had a lot of history.
Look online in case they said it.
Yeah, it'll be right.
We should, if we can get another one online somewhere on eBay or somewhere like that. You know, I'd love to be able to.
I know, but it won't have the same sentimental value, though, will it? Do you know what I mean? Like, you pass it down and you've had that scarf on day dot. And...
Yeah. I mean, the person who's pinched it has got opportunity, hasn't he or she, to return it.
Yeah.
Leave it at the club, put it on the gates.
Yeah,
do it in at reception or something.
You know, you can do it anonymously, can't you?
Tied to the fence, stick it in the post. Do you know what I mean? Just do the right thing, and also I've got to say, these things don't just happen in the off chance. There's got to have been people around that area as well that saw what happened. So somewhere somebody knows either the person or could point them out and look. Nobody's asking people to go and tell tales or anything else, but just do the right thing. Give it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know for sure if it was taken on the seat, like whether they left it on the seat to go to the kiosk, or whether they took the scarf to the kiosk with them. And it's, you know, in crowds of people, it's easy to, you know, drop it and someone's picked it up. You know, so it could be.
It could be genuine. Yeah.
I don't know the full story, but what I do know is the guy's lost his scarf and he passed it on to his daughter, and they deserve to have it back. Whatever the reason is why they haven't got it anymore, it doesn't matter. Just give it back. Whoever's got it, give it back to them.
What is it with scarves and Blues fans? Do you know what I mean? We had Scarfgate with the ones that were taken off the seats when it was the Peaky Blinders thing. Then we've had people in the Gilmerick taking 2 scarves over at the end of last season just because they thought they could and their friends hadn't got one. And now we've got people like taking scarves in the stadium.
Some people.
Yeah.
It's funny how Rob didn't put his scarf up on the blinds tonight, isn't it?
It's a good point, actually. Yeah. And the top's disappeared as well. I mean, what's going on?
Yeah.
Somebody else's house again.
No, Hull's manager was making a few complaints, wasn't he, after the game on Saturday, and we released a statement more or less straight after.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that, to be honest, is absolutely disgusting. If he's got a problem and something's been said, you do not air it in live interviews. You make those complaints separately to the club for them to investigate. But what he's done, he's gone public with something that the club has totally refuted. And the way that they've come out and how strong they've come out, there's obviously evidence that nothing was either said or it can be seen on camera and stuff. So, you know, the least that person can do now as a manager is make a public apology as well, because made accusations, they've been refuted, there's no evidence. Make an apology.
Yeah.
The heat of the moment.
Yeah. Right Pratt now, don't
they? Yeah. No, obviously we mentioned earlier about mid-table, etc. And there's no chance we're going down. Mark, you said it earlier. The squad the last time we went down, is this squad better than that one?
Yes.
Wow.
How much better? How many of them players in that squad when we went down would you take back now to put in this team?
None of them.
None of them. Bielik.
None of them.
Bielik, yeah.
Bielik.
Maybe Bielik.
What about Sunic?
No. I think the thing with Bielik is he can play more than one position. So if you need him at centre back, he can do your job. If you need him at centre mid, he could do your job.
Yeah.
And I think he had the physicality, he had the height, and he could run. He was like Clara can run forward with the ball, but I'd love to have seen like Clara and Bielik, because I think you wouldn't have had to get Robinson last minute. You wouldn't have to get Cash in.
He's not playing for the Baggies, is he?
He's injured, isn't
he? Injured.
He was
He's out for another 10 weeks or something.
Yeah, I'm not sitting here saying I'd pick any of them. I'm just asking the question. What about like Sanderson? Was Sanderson better than Cashin and Robinson? And
yes, that's not saying much.
No.
Do you know though? If we were going to keep those players, if we thought they were good enough, they'd be here.
Of course.
Kuna now in the 10 as well, as a bit of a luxury player, like a bit of a flair player that we haven't got, like creative player behind the striker.
Who's that? Sorry, Paul. Balance though, between creativity and trouble causers. And
Bakuna or Miyoshi. Miyoshi's another one. Jordan James.
So yeah, we do miss, and I never thought I'd ever say it. Williamson.
Yeah.
And I generally think all of a sudden, Laird, everyone was slating at one point apart from me, and we miss him. And Willem, I've got to admit, not my favourite player, but he hasn't been in for a while. He gives something different. He moves into he creates more space, and he does actually break up a lot of things as well. He's got a bit about him.
I'm only talking in hindsight here, obviously, but it's just a question that hit my head, and I'm thinking, well, Jordan James now as the 10, it was the only positive thing under Rooney. You know, I think he got about 6 goals in 8 games for Rooney, didn't he? Something like that in his first 8 games. You know, if he come in this team now and play behind Stansfield up front, I think that would be better than what we've got.
Well, they seem to love him at Leicester, Paul. Rave reviews at Leicester.
Yeah.
I miss Peacock Farrell, to be honest.
I agree with Mick Reeves as well. I think Tyler Gardner-Hickman.
Yeah.
Well, another player that can play in lots of positions.
So Taylor Gardner-Hickman, is he on a season loan with no recall, or have we got a recall option? Because if we was in, the way I kind of see it at the moment is when he plays well for Blackburn. If we've got a recall option, surely we've got to be thinking about it.
Yeah.
But where would you play him though in the here? And would he start over any of ours, or would he be a bench player and be someone good to bring on?
With the current
would you have a right back ahead of Iwata?
Yeah.
I think Iwata, to be honest, has played all right back. He's probably played better.
But he played right back for Celtic. So he's played there before, but I don't think he... I still got to go. I still go back to the point from earlier. 2 right backs on the bench, and he still plays there.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's played badly there though, and he was like an introvert. Be back into
I think it weakens the side. It takes a midfield player, which is his best position, out of midfield. And if somebody else is better than him at being in midfield, then they put them in and stick Iwata on the bench.
Yeah,
and put the right back in the right back position.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's all interesting, but there's plenty of time. There's plenty of time for us to get better. You know, I don't even think he knows he's winning. You know, he's
obviously know his best 11.
He doesn't know his best 11. He's not able to pick it. A lot of players either due to injury. I mean, we haven't even seen Fuimoto play yet, really, have we? Only against Port Vale. He obviously don't fancy him at all, does he? Because he hasn't really featured either, has he?
Well, he's got no strength, does he? But again, why doesn't he fancy him?
I don't know.
Were they his choice, or were they? I don't know. Well, but you know, I certainly like Patrick Roberts. Was a very positive on Saturday.
Yeah. I tell you what I thought about Robert, especially first half. You know, the situation that we used to play last year. We used to have, and you complained about it, Paul, but Williamson on the right. He used to cut in and he used to go right and whatever. And that position was taken up then by the lad from Celtic.
Dal.
Dal, who played that position better than he did. That's why he stayed in the side. And a lot of things came from that position. And that's what Roberts was doing on Saturday, certainly first half. He was coming in, and we got midfield players joining the attack, and he was feeding them, or he'd go the other way and get a crossing. And I sat there and I thought, this is what we've been missing. You know, this alternative winger. You know, you can go this way, you can go that way. You can feed the ball back, and you can. And from what I saw for the first 45, it's very difficult to tell what people are having an effect on the game is when they're on the opposite corner. And I'll take your word for it. If you said he played well second half, fine. But I just sat there feeling at last we've got our shape back. We've got our method back. And then, of course, we give away 2 silly goals. It don't bloody matter anymore, does it? You know, you're 2-1 down and you can go in and out forever because the opposition is standing back and looking at you. You know, we'll sit here and soak it up. And then you lose a player, you know, they don't even have to work hard at keeping you out then. But yeah, he's the one player that I've seen who I think improves the position that we had. He plays that position better than Williamson did and better than Dell did.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, you can see his quality, can't you? At this level, you know, we have attracted.
The goal against Rexton was super, like Jimmy Greaves. I mean, that was so
brilliant.
good.
Yeah. No, we have attracted some quality players that have come with a good reputation, the likes of Doyle and Roberts, especially. You know, they had loads of suitors in this league. So, you know, and even Kyogo as well. You know, he comes with a good reputation. You know, we forget that he hasn't played for over a year. As he at Rennes, he didn't play at all.
He hardly played. Didn't he play like 17 minutes all season or something?
Something like that, yeah.
And he's the only thing about him is he's 32, you know, and we got rid of Alfie May because he's too old.
Yeah, he's 30, Kyogo, but yeah.
Is it? Oh, I thought he was older than that.
So there's a great question from Warren Wallace of Starling. Do you think that the players are overtrained and are not allowed the freedom to play?
I thought the first half we looked quite free. I mean, the second half we went at it, and I generally thought we actually looked a bit more free with 10 men.
Yeah, I think we had a great second half.
Yeah.
Despite, well, actually, arguably, I think we played better with 10 than we did when we had 11.
Yeah, I thought that as well. Yeah, definitely. Especially when Doyle came on, we were a lot better with him in the team.
I left the ground thinking, well, you know, at least apart from Robinson, I had no criticism of anybody who got on the field and had a go, because they all did. They all gave it, and especially when they got 10 men. I mean, some of the running that I was doing was outstanding. But you know, you can do that till the cows come home. If you give the opposition 2-goal start, you know, you ain't going to win many games conceding 2 or 3 a game, are you?
No.
And we've only. It was ironic. It reminded me of Shrewsbury last year, because when we lost 3-2 at Shrewsbury, that was the first time we'd scored 2 goals away from home and we lost. Yeah. This was the first time we scored 2 goals at home and we lost. You know, and that's absolutely exasperating to me. You've got to go play ordinarily well to win that game.
Yeah, I think they deserve credit for going 29 games unbeaten at home. You know, that's a good achievement at any level. So, you know, credit to them for that. And let's start another home run now. And let's try and play format, you know. I think there is definitely something there to work with for Davies with that squad. We have got players that have got ability. But, you know, if I could, like I said earlier, you know, we just need a little bit more metal in midfield for me. We need a bit more physical presence in the team. Don't you reckon, Mark Meredith? Do you think as a coach there, is that the first thing you'd sort of suggest?
Yeah, I think, and again, you can only work as a coach. You can only work with what you've got.
Yeah.
Obviously, on your roster, you know, in your squad there, and we don't have, apart from like some of them we've mentioned that are injured, we don't have massive amounts. I do think that we probably had a little bit of a, not a failed window, but it could have been better.
Yeah.
Some of the positions that we needed, but I still trust Davies can do a job. I do agree with Craig in the statement of the problem you get is that people start to put the pressure more and more on him, and that's where it gets messy, because then the owners come into it and they look at what happened under Rooney and did they wait too long and all that sort of stuff, and then things get talked about and it becomes a mess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I do think the players still respect him as the coach. I don't think he's lost any sort of area there. I think, you know, they're still trying to put his ideas into place. We have been a bit unlucky with some of the injuries. And then, you know, I think a couple of us have been shocked as well in regards to some of the players that were our better players last year, the Watters and the Cochrans, how far they are behind in this division, because when we spoke 12 months ago, they were two of them that we would definitely take into the championship when we got there. So, you know, I don't think we have another left back, do we? We don't have another left back really, but Cannon's going to be out for a while. And even when he gets back, he's not going to be match fit.
No.
So for me now, I think he's getting into the middle of October, start of November. He's got to be planning the January window and what he needs, what 2-3 players he needs to bring in to strengthen those positions up. And I probably think he needs another defender, definitely a forward, maybe another strong midfielder like we talked about. So down the spine of the team, he probably needs to bring in some.
We need a proper 10
quality there.
We need a number 10, someone as good as Roberts on the right in the 10 behind Stansfield or whoever's playing up front.
In defence of Cochrane, I'd like to see him play regularly with a centre half alongside him.
Yeah.
Instead of those two, you know.
Yeah, that's
I just
true.
think he lacks with a little pace, though. That's what I think is the problem.
We know that. We know that. But when Clara was playing alongside him, he ain't the fastest, but there was a system, and okay, bloke whizzes past him. Then Clara was there to do something. With these last two, when somebody whizzed past him, the two centre, both of them were in front of him. It's
a few.
I mean, I could be wrong. Could be wrong if put Newman in tomorrow night and Cochrane will be awful. Who knows? But I would like to see him again play with Newman or Clara alongside him. And what he also needs would be Keshi Anderson in front of him.
Yeah, a few people on the shout box shouting for Jamal Lewis to come in and challenge Cochrane at left back. Is he a free agent or is he?
Yeah, he's a free agent.
Is he a free agent? Is he? Okay, I'm just looking at it now. Yeah, he's only.
I think that's a good shout out.
He's not even 30 yet, is he?
There's a few other positives that we need to take away as well from all these differences. So, the negatives, they didn't get the result. We've lost at home. But a positive, that's one loss in 30 at home.
At home, yeah. It's just the 5 points. It's the 5 points out of 21 that's more worrying, Craig. We need to sort that out in the next 21 points.
Yeah.
Do you know, though, again, I'll come back to it. It might be 5 out of 21, but nobody else in the league is doing spectacular things. Yeah. It's incredibly close. It's a rubbish league, in all honesty. The teams that were relegated from the Premiership are doing absolutely nothing. You've got Leicester, who, might be playing some decent football at the moment, but are on the brink of losing points because of financial fair play irregularity. Southampton are struggling financially. Ipswich haven't really set the world alight. Coventry have gone on a run, right? But they've followed on from last season. But nobody else has done anything, and that's...
Well, we've got the dog. Chairman's dog. Welcome to the Tilton Talk Show, the Chairman's dog.
Not my I promised my granddaughter she'd be on the show.
The other thing is, we keep selling out. Well, I mean, it's a phenomenal achievement, We're going into the next home game against Millwall, isn't it? Portsmouth, the next home game, or is it Millwall?
Yeah,
Portsmouth. But Portsmouth actually, isn't that the
remembrance
for remembrance as well? So and just want to say to everybody, and we know people listen from the club to this, please, on that Remembrance Day, can we get messages up to say when people are entering the stadium, if it's going into that silent, let's make sure it is published, because we don't want to hear people coming in when they don't actually know what's going on.
Yeah.
So either stop letting people in as that's about to start, or make sure it's publicised. But also, let's continue this run of sellout games. There aren't many clubs that are going to do that in this league going through this season to say that they're selling out every home game, and I think we can really do that. And let's see it for the Millwall game the midweek. Let's get as many people down there as possible, and let's look at all these other positives that are going on. The service at the stadium is just 1,000 times better than where it was. The 2 fan parks being packed, but you could still get up there and get a drink with ease. The food everything is a positive, and we've got to take those things forwards. And hey, open house on Wednesday. Might even get details of what the stadium's going to be like and stuff like this, and the sports quarter moving forward. What are the next steps? There's so many positives. But
I don't care what the pies taste. I don't care what the pies taste like if we don't win.
Exactly, I'm the same.
I'm sorry, that's just it.
I'd rather have one of them horrible old pies we used to have and win the game.
And win every game.
Yeah, but you have got to think about these things. You're right.
You're right.
Everything's
improved. You're right with it for sure.
Everything's improved off the field so massively. It's incredible. It's just harder to get it that good on the field, isn't it? It's not going to happen overnight. So, but anyway,
on the other side as well, I've got to say, Birmingham ladies yesterday in the Subway League Cup. Yes, a disappointing result, but I mean we were up against a very, very, very good Tottenham Hotspur side from the Women's Super League. It just goes to show, I think, the gulf in the gap between Women's Super League 2 and Women's Super League as it is. But 3-0 is it seems like a bad result, but actually they held their own for quite a while, conceding the latter part of the first half and then 2 in the second half. But now, international break, before we go into what is the top of the table clash at St Andrews at United Park against Charlton. So if we can get down there, it'd be absolutely brilliant to come down and support the women and get them back to the top of the table above this Charlton side and pushing on. And then, of course, in a few weeks' time, we are playing those lot at B6. And it is the game at B6 as well. So details of those will be published by the club shortly. But, it'd be great to get as much support down there as possible for the women for that particular game, because it's going to be another tough one. And I think, actually, it's going to be a decider in terms of who goes through from the group, because it's still very, very close in terms of the way things are. And it'll be, a good, tough game there. But most importantly, Charlton at home against them in the league, and let's get as many people down there as possible supporting the women and helping Amy and the team get that promotion push back on again. Let's not forget, potential for 3 teams promoted this season, top 2 definite. Well, we don't want second. Mark Meredith will tell you, second in America is actually you're lost, you're losing. So despite the fact it's promotion, we want that number 1 spot. We want the trophy, and let's back the ladies to get that over the line.
Chris, do you want to do the hook?
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. This is just so you can just an easy one for you. This one is
round off with predictions.
Long and asks for your signature. You've got to consider it and you've got to take it seriously. And
I know that. Straight up.
I know that.
Okay, let's see if anybody on YouTube and
phenomenal show when he was on.
Hey,
was he on?
I didn't think
he was even on.
Isn't he the guy whose son turned the lights off when he was in the room?
No,
not joking.
Stockdale.
Really? That's not Stockdale.
I'm gonna get him again.
Oh my God!
I'll tell you what. Then I'll hold my hands up, because I thought hands down that was Stockdale. Then
I can see what you thought that. Yeah, I'll play it again. Here we go.
Comes along and asks for your signature. You've got to consider it and you've got to take it seriously. And
unreal that is.
I'm going to do the double here.
That's seriously.
I think I know. But shall we let people have a go though?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I know who it is.
It's not Clayton. Oh, there you go. Paul McCarthy has got it.
I haven't read that.
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney.
He never played for us, did he?
Is it Mark Roberts, Chris? Mark Roberts.
Yeah, it's Mark Roberts. Yeah, Mark Roberts. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
There
we go. Right. Predictions then for tomorrow night: Preston away and Bristol City away on Saturday. I'll start with you, Claire.
Oh, well, I just hope we play well, to be honest, after making the journeys. I would take a draw against Preston, I think, 1-1. And then it'll be nice to get a 2-1 against Bristol.
Okay. I don't think we're going to get anything tomorrow night, and I think we're going to. I think we'll lose. I think we'll lose 2-1 tomorrow night, and we'll draw at Bristol City 1-1. So I hope I'm wrong, obviously, but yeah, it's hard not to vote with your heart, isn't it? But you've got to try and do it with your head as well. So yeah, that's my predictions anyway. Mark Meredith.
My heart says 1-1 in both, but I got a feeling we'll lose both of them as well. So it's tough. But I'd take 2 draws and get out of and get back to home and hopefully go from there.
Yeah. Obviously, go and prove us wrong. If anyone's listening from the club, please go and prove us wrong and park it straight back down our mouths. Obviously,
yeah, 100%.
Rob,
I think a point at best tomorrow, so I'm gonna say 1-1 tomorrow. And I hate saying we'll lose, but I just can't see us winning at Bristol, so I'm gonna go 2-0 to Bristol.
Alan.
I wish somebody could tell me who was going to play centre half tomorrow. I'd make a much more informed. But I'm hoping he plays the right team. So I'm going to say we might just nick it tomorrow. And Bristol City's a given anyway. We always win there. So 2-1 in both cases.
So we'll win both.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope you're right, Craig.
I'm going to stick with what I said. I'll take a horrible 0-0 tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I'm the same as Al, though. Actually, we do get positive vibes from Bristol, so I think we can get a result at Bristol. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 win on Saturday. So 0-0 tomorrow, 1-0 on Saturday.
I'll be watching that out in Corfu, so I won't be on the show next week.
It's fine, Paul. I'll be in the cold.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Don't worry, I'll do it for you.
I don't want it to be like for a match of the day, though. It's only for 1 week, so I don't want viewers to drop. You know what I mean? Dramatically.
Chris, did you
probably
go up? Chris.
Chris,
if we lose, they do go up, so it's fine.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to go for 0-0 Preston, and I think we'll lose 1-0.
Okay.
Wow. Do you remember the times when we were thinking we'd win every week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
We do need to work on away form. I know our home form's decent, but I think away form is massive in the Championship. So hopefully, pick up some points.
Yeah.
So some predictions off the boards. Paul McCarthy saying 1-1 tomorrow, 2-0 on Saturday. Mike Hill saying Preston 1, Blues 1, and then Bristol City 1, Blues 2. Steve Kimberley's going for a ball draw tomorrow and a draw on Saturday. Emma McGann says he wants the 2-1 win tomorrow and Bristol to win 3-2. Lose to Preston and beat Bristol City, says Jason Hughes. Paul Hansen's going to 2-1 win at Preston, 1-1 at Bristol.
I'll just read the last few on YouTube as well. Chris Baker's gone for a solid 0-0 at Preston. Blue Shadow says 1-1 tomorrow, 1-0 Saturday against Bristol. CC, I can't even read all that, but he's gone for 1-1, 1-0, 2-0, and then 2-1. Chris Baker's gone 2 draws away, then beat Pompey at home. Pete Winwood's gone lost tomorrow, 1-1, draw Saturday. There we go.
There we go. Sweet. Rightio. Is that a wrap, or have we got a few more?
That's a wrap.
Is it?
That's a wrap.
It is.
We've got 5 minutes, but it has to be. Rob has to say bye yet, so I'd do it now.
So good night from me. And
get it right. 5 minutes. Then
no, we haven't really. He's only lying. We've got
5 minutes.
We've got 6 seconds actually.
Okay, so we've been the Tilton Show, sponsored by AMG Logistics. Thank you everyone for your time and for watching tonight. And it's good night from me, and it's good night from Mark Meredith.
Thanks, Paul. It's a good night from me. Thanks, everybody. And it's a good night from the Mr. Fixer, Craig Courtney.
It's a good night from me. I want to thank everybody for their votes at the Football Content Awards. We will now wait until the 20th of November when we will find out. So fingers crossed this time. And I'm going to hand over to Robe to see if he can get it right.
I honestly thought, I didn't think, I thought we
got it wrong. So Claire,
move on.
No. We've really got 5 minutes.
No.
I've already passed it.
Oh, good night from me, and I'll pass over to Claire. Claire,
Guys, good night for me. Keep right on, keep the faith, and safe travels to all the Blue Noses heading away this week. And it's a good night from the chairman.
Thank you, Claire. Good night from me. Half term.
Don't forget the dog.
And the dog. That's you got to cut the bit out where the dog squealed. Good night, everybody. And I'll hand you over. It's a her. Hand you over to Chris.
From Chris Brown as well.
Oh yeah.
I just said Chris.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. And good night from me. And to the 3,000 plus going tomorrow night on a Tuesday night midweek.
No problem, Chris.
Go on.
And I'll see you
all
again. I'll see you all again in a couple of weeks where we may have a special guest on, eh?
Oh, yes.
There's a little
special. Good night.
It's Stephen Gleeson.
Sam Gallagher.
Sam Gallagher, yeah.
I'm looking forward to my free meal and drink on Wednesday.
I don't think we've ever had a predictor where people have said we'll lose.
No.
I'm in shock. Where's the faith? Where's the joys and sorrows too?
Too late to change my mind.
Courtney's got a 5-course meal and a free beer on Wednesday night at the ground.
Five courses. Well, I don't know what you're on about. It's a 13-part taster course, mate. I'm telling you, we're going for the full works.
Make sure you ask the hard questions.
I know, it'd be an absolute pain if we didn't ask a tough question, wouldn't it? I'm only going for my free meal and free drink.
I want to know why Robe's still at the stadium.
I think you should take the bar. Craig, take the Barney off the phone at Christie tonight and ask Tom Wagner who that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good night again. Sorry.
Good night.
And
right, West Ham Brentford, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good night for me then.
I'm off. I have to make sure.
Hey, what was that photo all about? You behind the goal mark against Leeds, wasn't it, David?
Oldest ball boy in time, when I.
Is that what you were doing? Ball boy?
I think somebody phoned it. Yeah, I think someone phoned in sick, so I had to jump in and do it. I got the tilt. I got right at the front of the Tilton.
Brilliant.
I did it against Villa, right? And when Malberg scored that own goal, I went crazy. I forgot where I was.
Yeah,
I was nearly on the fucking pitch.
Was you in front of the Tilton again?
Yeah, I was there, right there, the Tilton. Yeah, when he scored it.
Oh wow, what a view!
Yeah,
brilliant.
I just remember
the bloke that got arrested.
That wasn't me.
Yeah,
giving that to Encom in his face.
Oh yeah.
I just remember
as well.
I just remember sitting there and watching how we were shaping up for the kick off Enkelman, and I was looking at Savage on the halfway line with Cisse, ready for the kick. And then I was waiting for the ball to come up the pitch, and then everyone's erupted. And the ball, I just remember looking and seeing the ball just trickling in the net.
It didn't touch his boot though. There's no way.
Nah.
Should have been a corner. It should have been a corner, but I don't think Edo was ever going to change it, was he, at St Andrews? But
nah. What a night though.
Oh, best night.
So I'm gonna go. See you later.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Go holidays.
See you guys.
Thanks,
See you soon.
See you all. Bye.
Have a good week.
I'll see you Wednesday, Craig.
See you Wednesday.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Holiday.
See you Wednesday, Chris.
Okay.
You going Wednesday?
Oh yeah. I'll see you Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay, mate.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Time's Sainsbury's open till. Oh, who's that on the screen? Huh? Who's that? It's Peppy Pop.
Hello, Mummy.
I have to hold you so you don't fall.
Think about.
Ring the bell. Hey, that rings a bell.
Hello, Mum. Tinkerbell. It's Tinkerbell.
Oh, tell Mummy what you've been doing.
Tinkerbell. That's Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell, yeah.
Tinkerbell.
That's a bell as well.
So I'm making me. Daddy's pardon. Oh, laughing.
What?
I'm laughing.
Yeah, that's a made-up language.
Where's going that one?
No, I can't go in that one. No.
Oh. I want to go in that one.
No, we're not going in that one.
Yes, I want to.
We're not going. We're going to go see Grandma now. She's calling. Nanny's calling you. Where's my Ivy Pops?
Yeah.
Where's my Stinky Pops? She said. He calls you a Stinky Pops. What is it for?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a bag. See? I'm going to show you, Nanny. I don't know what. Did you find out what it is? What did you do with it?
What are you picking?
Can you see what that was?
Okay.
Oh, that's a baby's toy there.
Oh, let me have Nanny then.
Okay. I'll put this one away and you can show Nanny that one. I'm away. I remember where I was. It's so it's the biggest kicker you've ever gotten. I'm afraid I'm whatever. You're rocking my oh, now I knew me a fella. Now I get
Oh, yes, Grandma, that's left all day.
oh, sorry.
Plaster. I don't know what to do.
Oh, on Ted. Yeah. You can't see. Yeah. Try a little. Or put a little one under it because you can't reach it. Try one. I think yeah. Just give me two more minutes and I'm going to do anything. Where's the Oh God, where's the stream?
Hello, my friend.
Hang on.
Don't know what happened there.
Well, you're on two accounts, which is confusing. You say.
Well, don't send it to the other one. Send it to this one.
Everything okay?
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Hello.
Ooh.
Oh, it's going to be a good show tonight.
Ooh.
I feel it in my bones.
I'm scared.
It's going to be great because it always is when we're not doing very well.
Yeah, it's always spicy, isn't it? Spicy. Some of the comments today, just crazy.
But like when you hear people.
I mean, has anybody ever got rid of a manager who's lost one game at home in 28 games?
I think the problem is it's not us, it's the club that have caused it.
Do you think?
Well, they've said we're getting ready for the Premier League and then they were like, we're going to spend, and then we didn't.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. I wonder if
Hello, Claire.
Hello.
They've gone quiet as well, haven't they?
Well, yeah, that's the problem. Maybe they've gone a little bit too quiet.
I mean, I can't remember. Last time I heard Brady's voice, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Well, he's supposed to be stopping injuries and then...
Yeah. Well, that's not working.
Exactly.
Right. Thought I was going to have to get a new camera. My camera stopped earlier.
I saw Tom Brady on an American something or other, and he was wrapped up in something to do with American football. I can't remember what it was, but it was obviously something was taking them away from concentrating on us. Come here, Bab.
What?
Come here. Say hello to everybody. Ooh.
Oh.
Come on.
I feel like I'm watching Nick with the cat.
Please. This is very wet.
What's her name?
Zola.
Zola.
And she belongs to my granddaughters.
Oh.
And they're in Tenerife. So we're sitting.
Oh, that's cute.
I started sitting like 2.5 years ago, still got him. God. And he's got a big lump on the side of his belly. Like,
lovely.
It's all benign, but it's just, he caught it today and he had a little spot on it and he stopped bleeding all day. That's going to be fun.
Oh.
I've put a plaster on it, but it ain't lasted long.
Well, my dad sent me the numbers for the referee. So he sent me the last, how many games is it? Since March, like this year. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We were his 16th game. So he broke his record on Saturday as he gave 7 yellow cards. But he absolutely loves the yellow card. He averages 3 or 4 a game.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that's what he sent. So he's literally, he was they average each time. He was useless.
Yeah.
Dreadful.
I don't know what's going on with our club and referees this season.
It's because the AFL don't like us. They'll do anything for us not to go up again. They loved it when we went down.
Yeah.
Evening.
Evening.
Hello.
We all right?
Yeah, all good.
I'm going to live, you'll be pleased to know.
You're going to live?
That's good.
What's been wrong with you?
Got like a burning pain, Al. Bottom right of my rib cage.
Bottom right of your rib cage?
All right.
Yeah, rib cage, bottom right, yeah.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Has anybody said what it is?
Yeah, I was seeing a doctor today. He just said nothing major to worry about. He said it's either trap wind or this is going to come up now, isn't it, on the notes in the chat in the week?
No, I won't record
Paul's
this.
got trap wind.
Paul's got trap wind. Yeah, either trap wind or it's a reaction to something. So yeah, common problem apparently. I've just got to get on with it. There's nothing I can take to treat it or anything really.
Oh God.
The nightmare.
You need to sit in those positions so you can let it out. You do. Do you know what? When you're trap wind, you have to lie on the side and be curled up in a ball, or you have to have your legs up and then hold them like that and then just wait for it.
In fact, Paul, try it now so we can get it.
We'll add it more to the notes.
I'm waiting to go.
I've had it, mate. It ain't funny.
No.
There's nothing like it, is there? Honestly, the most painful thing in the world. You actually feel like you're going to die.
Yeah,
trap wind is horrible. Yeah,
I'm convinced. I was convinced that I've got something badly wrong with me. But yeah, you always feel better when you see a doctor, don't you?
Do you know what? When you get old, that you do anything, you think, that's it, I'm going to die next week.
Yeah.
You don't, yeah. Isn't that weird? Yeah.
Talking to get old, he's Mark Meredith.
Yeah. Speaking of trap wind, he's Mark Meredith. Oh, he can't hear us. Oh, damn.
He's either doing a brilliant mannequin challenge or that's his profile picture.
Yeah. Nah.
Trying to get me video on. Hang on.
That looks like him about 10 years ago.
There he is.
All right, mate.
How are you guys?
Hello.
Good.
I just want to know why you went to the doctors for some fucking indigestion.
Yeah, Paul needs to fart too. We're just going to all fart together. It's fine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, hang on.
Where's Robe?
I'll get this ready for later as well.
This is flag for Robe.
Oh, hang on. Speak of the devil. Here we go.
Late for Craig as well. Everyone's late today.
We can all stop talking about Mark now, is there?
Oh, here he is.
Never mind.
I wonder what he's wearing today.
Talking to trap wind.
Yeah.
Who's going to present?
We also have bets. Somebody's wearing.
Oh, here he is.
Talking about trap
Come
wind.
on, sideways.
Hello.
He's got his robe on and he's got no flag in the back.
No.
It's hang on.
Flag's gone.
Who's going to present next week?
Claire.
Probably me, after I've been to 2 away games, probably in deep depression.
Yeah.
And I've turned around because I've seen Cashins in the team and didn't even get into Preston.
Yeah. Sounds
pretty much sold out, isn't it, tomorrow night? Which is pretty good for a Tuesday night.
It's not that far. It's about 2 hours away.
Yeah, 3,320, I think it is.
I'm in Manchester as well. I am, so I could have probably gone, but I want to get back because I've got an early start Wednesday as well.
There's £1 a day as well.
Yeah. I could. I thought about it. But I just thought, now I've got to get back.
109 miles, not that far.
Yeah.
Depends if the M6 is good. The M6 is bad.
Never good, is it?
No.
I have lasting memories of going to Preston, and the Preston turn-off was closed. Told me to go to the next one, which I did. So I'm going down a road, which I don't know where I am, and I think we lost. And when I got back Monday morning on the mat was a speeding fine.
We always lose away, Alan, so it probably was true.
Yeah.
Well, I have seen us win at Preston, but I don't think that was the day.
Win at Preston.
It's not a good. It's not a happy place, is it? Normally.
Did we win long ago? Maxime Colin.
Yeah.
I think Jordan Graham put a lovely crossing, didn't he? And he just headed it in.
Yeah.
It went 1-0, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we beat them in COVID as well, didn't we? When Gardner scored.
Yeah, I remember because we had a flare went right by us, and literally we couldn't actually breathe. We had masks on, and then the blue went through the mask.
Oh God!
And it was just like, and like literally we were just covered in blue. But
was anybody at the playoff game?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a miserable night. Stuck in the car park afterwards on the coach, and just they were banging on the windows and Taxi for Francis and all this lot.
Really?
It's awful.
The pub after that.
Yeah. You had one of the worst away nights.
That was the third attempt. Was that the third attempt to get up in the playoff?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
What was the one? That wasn't that the one when Francis moaned about the penalties.
Yeah.
I was behind the dugout and I could hear what was the referee, right, had said quite sensibly that it'd be a good idea to take the penalties at the end where there was no stand, and it'd be fair to everybody.
Yeah,
and they agreed on that. And the manager went to his safety officer and said, "Tell him to f off, because and say it'll be safer to do it the other end," which is absolute bullshit.
Yeah,
and the referee fell for it.
Yeah, the biggest killer though when Horsfield hit the two posts. Remember?
Yeah.
It hit the one post, it hit the other post, it come back out, and then they went up the other end and bloody scored in the last second.
That's right. It was offside.
That was agony. That was when that ranking scored. It just knocked the whole wind out.
Just ruined the old.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only it's only a few months after the League Cup final, wasn't it?
There was no pun intended there, by the way. Not the wind out of us. I didn't. We're sitting here with trap wind. I didn't mean to.
You need some of that right now.
I need the wind knocking out of me. Yeah.
You got trap wind, Paul?
Hey?
You got trap wind?
That's what the doctor reckons, yeah.
Eventually.
Either that or a reaction to something. All right, Craig.
I don't know what he said.
Reaction to what, Craig?
A reaction
right at the same time, didn't it?
Reaction to something. All right, Craig.
That was damn good. Right, and,
I mean, I could understand if you was having a reaction to Mr. Adams, but me, Paul, I mean, I'm going to cry now.
There's a strange noise on your mic.
It was just timing that was, Craig. To be fair, when you appeared, that I was just literally what I was saying.
It's comedy timing.
Yeah,
Craig
Chris.
Yeah, there's like a rumbling, like are you touching the mic somewhere?
No.
Or a mic stand?
There's the mic stand. He's right in front of me.
Oh right, okay.
Has he stopped?
Who's Mike?
It's very distant now. Maybe it'll go away.
You got a proper podcast microphone?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
You look like what is his name? The old John Motson was his name.
Motti.
That's when he's doing that, isn't it?
Yeah. I need one of them so I can chill and sit back.
Definitely a funny noise.
Is that any better?
Oh,
Actually, Craig, just make it
better.
here.
John Motson would be younger than me.
Yeah, you need to get the sheepskin coat.
Yeah.
Commentator he was.
Yeah.
Him and Barry.
Yeah.
Him and Barry
Davis.
Barry Davis.
Him and Barry Davies and Brian Moore are the three like greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
I really like Peter Brackley as well. He was good as well.
Yeah. He's a good one.
Pro Evolution Soccer. That's what it makes me think of.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that game.
I quite like the guy who does TNT now as well. Fletch. He's pretty good.
Yeah, TNT have good ones. Some of the ones on like Match of the Day, I'm like
Martin Tyler as well. How can I not say Martin Tyler?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anyone like Ali McCoy?
Yeah.
No, we don't like him.
Do you know what? Yeah.
I do.
I think he's class.
I think he's quite good. Yeah.
He actually knows what he's talking about.
Me and my daughter were doing our best impressions of him the last time he was on.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
I said to
Chris,
Sophie,
I'm reconnected. Is that any better?
That's better.
Cool. I said, imagine an Ali McCoy sat nav.
Yeah.
Straight on at the roundabout.
Somebody's doing a Welsh accent there.
Yeah.
Really good.
That was pretty good.
It was good.
And what about? Remember Alan Parry?
Yeah.
He was all right.
He was all right. You're talking like outside the Champions League now.
Yeah.
Al, you're the person that you got in touch with. Came up to see me on Saturday and said how pleased he was that you'd reached out to him and his son.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, thank you for your help. Yeah, and I've had a chat with him on the phone. I've got his book. It's somebody I haven't seen for 25 years. I thought Martin was getting in touch and telling me he passed away, but he hasn't. He's 90 something and fit as a fiddle. But
good.
Yeah, he don't go to the match anymore because he's 90. But there you go.
That's to meet up with his son.
Surprise! Back. It's like surprise. It reminds me of surprise.
Surprise! Yeah. Look who we found.
Welcome out.
It was a bit like that because, you know how he found the way to contact me because you told him.
Right then, here we go. Let's go. No, I thought I was going to sneeze. Surprise!
The BG.